Hey, yo, what's good, my fellow savages? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy, the Self-Aware Savage, and y'all know I got another great video for y'all today. So today's video is about my plan to become a successful content creator, right? Because I seen the videos, how to get to 1,000 subscribers, how to get to 10,000, how to first start your channel, how to do this, how to do that. And one thing I notice a lot of times is like those videos are pushed once we get to a certain point, like up the algorithm. Even maybe that's when we want to create them. But what happens when you like me right now, below 1,000 subscribers, and you just getting going, but you got the energy, you got the passion, you got the readiness, and you ready to make things happen? You feel me? Like a lot of other creators who are probably smaller are wondering as well, like, dang, is there anybody else who like going through a struggle, or maybe they're at that stage I'm at? I mean, if anybody's anything like me, I believe I've had a YouTube for 2.5, 3 years now, right? And I've uploaded probably over, man, maybe like 200-300 videos. I need to actually check. So in hindsight, my channel should be bigger than what it is. But to be honest, I haven't really put the right energy into my channel over this time. I feel like I started off with a strong purpose, which I'm gonna get into later in the video, but just I had way too many like ups and downs and not staying consistent and then not paying attention to certain things. And so today's video, I'm about to cover a lot. And if you are a person who is kicking off your channel, or you maybe been like me, where you've been on here for a minute and you just ain't seen the growth that you should have seen, a lot of these reasons I'm about to cover today is probably going to really resonate with you. And y'all already know I'm all about self-awareness, and so that's definitely going to be the top format of this as we breaking down the topics. And so let's get right into it. So one of the first things I knew I had to do to become a successful content creator moving forward is to acknowledge my weaknesses and fix them. Okay, so one of the downsides to being self-aware is you always think you can think through all the different like circumstances or things going on and feeling like, oh, well, I know because I do this, like this is going to be the outcome and all this other ish. But then you also a lot of times got to dig a little deeper. And what happened with me about acknowledging weaknesses and fixing them is I had one vice that all this time I was struggling to let go, and it was smoking weed, okay? Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with smoking weed. Everything impacts somebody differently, right? But for me, it was killing my creativity and my consistency. And so what would happen is I would go 3-4 days throughout the week, super disciplined, super focused, and then I finally smoke on the weekend, because I got to a point where I only was like, okay, you could smoke starting Friday through Sunday, but you couldn't smoke Monday through Thursday. But as soon as Friday came and I hit some weed, yo, my creativity gone for the whole weekend, and then I'm fighting on Monday to get back in motivation. So now I had one solid week, 2 weeks off, and then one solid week again. And it just consistently kept happening over time. And then you already know how it goes. If you don't do something for a minute, you just stop doing it. And so now I'm off YouTube for 3 months. Then I come back with one video, and then I'm off again. Then I come back with 2 videos, right? So it was too many ebbs and flows and ebbs and flows. And so I had to sit back with myself. And this actually happened probably like a week ago. And it was just like, dude, what is going on? You got the passion. You want to make this happen for yourself. You've thought about this for so long. I was like, man, it's just time. I gotta acknowledge that the weed is killing me. You know what I mean? And maybe you got your own vices going on. Maybe, you know, it's chasing after women or men. Maybe it's drinking, right? Maybe it's needing to go out and be with your friends, but you really got this deeper passion where you want to be a creative and you want to do stuff. And maybe you've even been like, oh, well, I can only hang out with my friends 2 days and I work on, and it just, you find yourself continually ending up in a cycle of BS. And that's what was happening to me. And so me, I've chopped out weed for now, and I just want to focus, y'all. I just want to make things happen. I don't know about anybody else, but something I love and something that bothered me was anytime I pull up YouTube and I just see another person that done hit 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 subscribers. This is nothing. And again, I don't think so. Some people say comparison is a thief of joy. I think it's good to look at other people's success and for it to inspire you how it does me. And I'm seeing people with 2, 3, 4K subscribers being like, I'm so happy I made this decision. I'm so happy I stayed consistent. And I'm like, damn, yo, that could be you. What's holding you back? It was the weed. I couldn't stop it. But it's completely done now, man. So one of the first things I would challenge everybody to do, the same thing I'm doing myself, was acknowledge your weaknesses and then fix them. The second thing I'm gonna do to become a much better content creator is to learn the tools that's actually utilized in this space to make my life easier, okay? So I happen to be jumping into this at a time when we got AI, YouTube University still go crazy. You know what I mean? The algorithm always switching, trying to even now. I even noticed the other day it's like trying to help out smaller creators. We done had. I know Shorts been out for a minute, but I actually remember when Shorts first dropped. That is how like much I've just been on YouTube and dabbling and trying to take off, and then my ebbs and flows, but we're not on that no more. And so just learning the tools in this space a lot better and using them to help me become successful. Because if you don't understand the toolkit you got and the tech stack and how each of them can help you, especially when you're at a place where you're doing a lot by yourself, then you're actually making your life more difficult, right? If ChatGPT can help you think of ideas based on your niche that you're working with, why aren't you using that? There's another app called Opus there, and it allows you to put clips to it. It edits them for you, and like you can make it as shorts, different things like that. Like, why aren't you using those? And I'm not trying to take away from editors or anything like that, but it's one of those things where what if you can't afford an editor at the time? It's just one of those things where you're doing yourself a disservice to not understand the tools that can be utilized for you to become successful at being a content creator. And I've acknowledged it, and let me tell y'all, my tech stack been increasing. The third thing I'm gonna do to help myself become a successful content creator is to run my channel like a business and not a hobby, right? Because yes, I can't control the amount of people that decide to subscribe to my channel, but I can control when I'm putting out content and what type of content I'm putting out, right? And that's one of the things I definitely was not doing. I was definitely utilizing YouTube as a hobby. And so I wanna make sure that I get myself a content schedule. I wanna make sure that my landing page when you go to YouTube looks good. I wanna make sure my thumbnails is on point. Like, I wanna control the things that I can actually control, to where when I look back on it in 6 months, I can say, okay, you've gotten here because of X, Y, and Z. Now you know what you could do to improve, right? I was seeing the other day, just looking at, YouTube University, how, you can even look through just the different things, I think in the content creator or YouTube studio, that shows when do people drop off your videos, which of your videos was more engaging. There's just so many different things that where I need to make sure I'm stepping up my game in that department. Oh, you can now schedule like reels and videos out in the future. You probably could have been there. This, so I'm just learning about it. And it's just, what are you doing? Why are you not running it like a business? Like, I should be using the YouTube studio to look at my videos and check when do people drop off, how good are they doing, so that way I can continually get better. So why are so many of us sitting on a gold mine in here, but we're not bringing it into fruition in real life, and it always stays a dream? And I'm tired of just dreaming about it, man. I'm tired. And last but not least is just remembering why I started this channel to begin with, like my entire purpose. What's funny is I always think, now I'm about to get a little psychological with y'all. I noticed that this is a self-awareness channel. I always tell people to do a values check-in with yourself every 6 months to make sure you still feel the same way you do today as you did 6 months ago. I still feel the same way about this channel as I do 2.5 years ago as I do today. The entire reason I started this was to bring value into people's lives, to help them understand how like discipline and self-awareness and all these things work and can help you prosper and become your best self. Over time, I have changed as a person in general, and I've niched it down, because before I believe I was starting a little broad, but now it's just all about self-awareness and just having that common sense to your decision making and understanding that no one is perfect, but at the end of the day, like, just know that your decisions have consequences and take accountability for that, and try your best to be proactive and putting yourself in a situation to win. And so that's just my big thing now, and it's just self-awareness and how much it's changed my life and how much I love it. And so it's just remembering that purpose every single time, every single day, and getting out this value to everybody, right? And that's just my big thing. Now, I hope everybody enjoyed this video, man. If you did, if you're an up and coming content creator, hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button. I know I plan to do a check-in video in like 6 months, probably end of year, just probably re-referencing this video and then how much things have changed in the future, you know, I'm gonna definitely stay consistent. I'm gonna keep going hard. I'm gonna make sure I treat this like a business. I'm gonna make sure I'm acknowledging my weaknesses. Like, I want to be successful. I want to make all my dreams happen. I want to be one of those people who is like biggest creator of the year, you know, and just be on podcasts and be able to speak this value out to just more and more people. So that way it just gets to a point where not only am I fulfilled, but I'm helping to fulfill other people's lives. You know what I mean? And with that being said, I will see everybody at the top.